one of the big differences between HHN 30 and the previous years is the food. I mean, let's be honest. They've always had the classics like pizza fries and twisted taters. This year, they're going all out. It's almost like a food festival, Halloween-themed food festival. Come on! So tonight, we're checking out some of that food. I am so hyped. It all looks so good. I've heard nothing but good things. Without further ado, let's go into the parks and try what I would say is the biggest difference in HHN this year over the previous. Let's go. Over in the New York section, we're gonna start the night off with a wicked old-fashioned whiskey and Coke. We're not getting the Jack Donut slider yet, but trust me, we will be back. That looks so good, so good. Excellent, thank you so much. All right, the wicked old-fashioned. Is it really an old-fashioned or is it just a Jack and Coke? Let's find out. Okay, so I would say that this is actually probably the best HHN souvenir drink I've had in a long time. Normally they're very watered down. You can definitely taste it in this. They do hand make it for you. It doesn't just get poured straight out of a pre-mixed batch. So they do make it by hand for you, which is awesome. And I would say it balances the Jack and Coke and the Old Fashioned very nicely. It has all of the Old Fashioned bitters and fruit mashes in it, but also with Coca-Cola and made with Jack Daniels. So I would say this is a definite recommend. If you're going to be drinking out here, I definitely recommend this drink. Of course, the We Slaughter barbecue theme does come from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So we're gonna have to go through that house right after we finish the food from here. So hype, let's go. Yeah, thank you. All right, we got the ribs and the margarita, look. All right, let's find a place to eat this. I don't know where we're going. As we said, we got the Texas margarita and the severed ribs. And look, it even came on a cute little plate. So adorable. We just love Texas Chainsaw Massacre, not really. I mean, it's all right, but the food is good. It comes with some Texas toast, some pickles, barbecue sauce, and of course the ribs. The ribs are like actual ribs, bone in and everything. And it has a light smattering of barbecue sauce on it already, with some like dry rub seasoning as well. Comes with a fork and knife. Yeah, let's dig in. First sip, thoughts? Pretty good. Is it strong? We had a solid run on the first drink, but it seems like this one might be a little weak. Let's see how it goes. All right, first sip of the margarita, which by the way, they did put tahini in it. It's not around the rim, but it's in the drink. I'll get a shot of that for you. Here we go. If you like water and a little bit of margarita mix, you'll love this. If you like margaritas and tequila, might be a little disappointed. It tastes good though. I'll let you know if there's alcohol in it or not after I'm done with it. It's all done, what did I think? So I'll say I need to amend what I said earlier about the plating options. That was not Texas toast, that was bread. Someone cracked open a loaf of bread and just slapped a piece on a tray and said, here you go. I wish it was Texas toast. It was kind of disappointing that it was just bread. Like, you gotta cook the bread for it to be toast. It was not toast. So the pickles were all right. It was a good little addition, but you don't get this dish for the bread or the toast or the whatever it was, or the pickles even for that matter. You get it for the ribs. What did I think? I actually think the ribs were great. I think it was a little overpriced, obviously, because it's theme park food, but for considering it's theme park food, it was really good. The ribs had a significant amount of meat on it, so it wasn't like I was disappointed in the amount of food that they gave me. Pretty good portion size. And the meat was really tender. Like, it was just falling off the bone. I didn't have to, like, I know this sounds very animalistic, but it's from Texas Chainsaw. So, I didn't have to gnaw at it, you know? Like, it just came off the bone. Anyways, I will say if you get it, put the barbecue sauce on it, because the barbecue sauce makes the ribs 10 times better. I had 2 without it, 2 with it, and I would say the ribs are definitely better with the sauce, you know? So, overall, I really enjoyed it. Would I get it again? If I was okay with spending the money, for sure I'd get it again. Yeah, I really liked it. I will say though, that the ribs were on the cooler side. They weren't hot, they were warm. So by the time I got to the last one, they were kind of cold. I wish they were a little hotter. That's my one complaint about the ribs. I wish they were a little hotter, but they were still good. I enjoyed it. You know how I feel about the drink though. I was disappointed, very disappointed. The wicked old-fashioned whiskey and Coke though, on the other hand, I'm a big fan of that one. I'm gonna do that one again for sure. Also, I'll have to say, I know it's a personal preference, but I'm not a huge fan of tahini. It's a little too, you know, like chunky for me. It's not like salt where it just like, you know, you can drink it and tahini you kind of have to chew. And I don't like that they put it in the drink. I wish they put it on the rim. I understand why they didn't, because it's a refill, but I wish it was on the rim instead of in the drink. I don't like chewing my margaritas, you know? Next up on the list, we're doing the Ghoul Juice. They also sell the Tea Party, but we're gonna do that one in a little bit. We're gonna start off strong though with the Ghoul Juice. I'm excited, this one sounds the best to me. Mango rum, with some more dark rum and some cherry brandy, lime, and a hint of allspice bitters. Sounds really good, let's go for that one. Excellent, thank you so much. All right, so like I said, we got the Ghoul Juice here. I'm very interested to try it. Seems like it's gonna be more of the fruity, but a bunch of rum. I don't know, is it gonna be like a rum punch, kind of like a hurricane kind of mix? Let's try it, let's see. Okay, wow, I will say this, you can actually taste a lot more alcohol in it than you can with more of the like HHN drinks. It seems like they're stepping up their game a little bit on a few of the drinks this year, because that old fashioned that we tried was really good. Like you could taste the alcohol in it, so you know you weren't like wasting your money, right? But then that margarita was very weak. I would say this does a good job, more so like the old fashioned. Maybe not as good as the old fashioned, but if you want something that has some kick to it, but is also more fruity, this is definitely your cup of tea, even though it's not the Tea Party, but it's your cup of tea, it's your cup of fruit juice here. Very good. I would say if you're looking for something more fruity, this is what you want. If you want something that's a little bit more alcohol-y than the old-fashioned Jack and Coke, that is definitely a solid choice as well. These two are my top 2 of the event so far. We're going to try the others though, so stay tuned for that. Out by Kids Zone, we're stopping at some of these tents. Down there they got Twisted Tater, then over here they've got a drink bar. But over here they have something a little more interesting. They've got a whole bunch of different types of sandwiches. Like, oh my goodness, this beef brisket? I mean, come on. Of course, I'm getting the stuffed brisket. Shaved smoked brisket, pepper jack, and cheddar cheese. Oh my goodness, so much cheese. Pickled onions, tomato garlic aioli. Oh my goodness, just stop right there. I'm getting it. So that's what we're gonna get, but then we're also gonna get the Poison Tea Party, because that's a drink we haven't tried yet. I'm tempted to get the grilled cheese, honestly, but $10 for a piece of bread with a piece of cheese on it, can't really justify it. I've heard it's great though. The Reuben is a great option if you are vegan. Unfortunately, I will not be getting that tonight, but I've heard great things about it. So if you're a vegan, that's another great option. Halloween Horror Nights is stepping up their game for vegetarian and vegan options, so we love to see that. We got the beef brisket sandwich. It is like a grilled cheese kind of thing. So it is, like a grilled breaded brisket with cheese and a whole bunch of, I don't know, just aioli sauce. I think it's cheddar cheese, jalapeno cheese, aioli sauce, brisket, Let's take a bite. Let's go for it. I'm actually really excited about this one. Oh my goodness. That slaps. You take the initial bite and it has a really strong, salty, garlicky taste. And then you get that rich flavor of the smoky barbecue with the peppery taste of the jalapeno pepper jack cheese. Oh my goodness, it is so good. I will say it's a little bit small because it's just your normal size of a piece of toast. So imagine a grilled cheese sandwich with just a little bit of meat in there. So it is kind of small for the asking price. But again, if you're an annual pass holder, you do get a discount. I don't know, I have to say this is really good. I would say this is up there with the barbecue that you'd get at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre place up at the front of the park. So good. This is definitely a recommend in my book. I will fill you in as soon as I have finished the sandwich. As of right now, I like it. The Poison Tea Party. Poison is the correct word for the title, I believe. That was my third sip of the drink, and avoid it. If you only have a finite amount of time and money to spend on food and drinks here, the Ghoul Juice is good. Highly, highly recommend the old-fashioned Jack and Coke. This, it tastes like medicine. Like, you think bad medicine mixed with herbal tea? Like, you pour some thick medicine syrup into some herbal tea and stir it up. That's what you got. That's the Poison Tea Party right there. It's not good. But I guess it does the job, like it gets the job done. I was expecting something along the lines of a, I don't know, like a Long Island iced tea or something. But no, they said, let's go full herbal tea instead of Long Island iced tea. They gave us this, and it's bad. There are a lot of other people that have said that it's bad. I will say it's not as bad as what everyone is saying, but I will definitely say it's not good. It's not good. So if you have tried everything else and the tea is the last option and you still want another one, definitely go for it. Like, it's not undrinkable, but I will say that there are better options in the park this year than the Poison Tea Party. I think that's where I'll leave it. Not great. Bad, yes. Horrible, no. If you have been to the event or you go to the event and you try it, let me know what you think, because this drink seems to be very polarizing. Some people love it, other people hate it. And there's really no in between. And I feel like I'm kind of the one person that's in that in between. Let me know. And the last stop of the night, as promised, but don't worry guys, we'll be back for more. It's gonna be here for the Jacked Donut Slider. I can't even begin to explain how excited I am for this. Donuts and hamburger and bacon combined, all of it in one. Oh my good. Oh my, I can't wait. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Look how glorious. I don't know how I'm gonna record and eat this, but here's the slider for some scale with my hand. It's kind of small for a slider. Like, I know sliders are small. They're sliders. But even for a slider, it's kind of small. The donuts are handmade and hand-coated. So I'm really excited for that. It has a cheese, bacon, and something else sauce on there. So I'm excited to try it. Let's dig in. Obviously it comes with chips. We'll get to that in a second. First bite. It's gonna be a messy one. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. It's gonna be a weird one. Here we go. Interesting. The deed is done. The food is gone. Well, except for the chips. I'm still working on the chips. Those are fantastic, by the way. But the real question, did I like the burger? Did I like the slider? This was one of my most anticipated foods of HHN. I was hyped. I was like, I saw them put up the signs weeks before the event went on. They posted pictures of it. It was so hype, so delicious. I mean, just look at it. It looks fantastic in the pictures and in real life. It looks fantastic. So much hype. I got it. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. I'm sorry. I tried. I went in with high expectations, and then when they weren't met, I tried to reset my expectations, and I went in for another bite, but with lower expectations this time. I still didn't like it. You know what the issue is with this burger? It's not the donut. The donuts were great. Although I will say it was weird that the top donut had glazing and icing on it, so the top donut was sweet. The bottom donut was just plain. There was no like donut-y glazing to it. So it was just like fried bread, which was kind of strange. I wish that both donuts had something on it, but it didn't. But the donuts were still good. The bacon, you can't go wrong with bacon. Bacon makes everything better. Bacon was good. The burger itself was also good. A little dry, wasn't very juicy, but was salty, so it was a good contrast to the burger. The cheese, again, you can't go wrong with the cheese. The issue here is the jam. Who puts jam on a burger? It was just very weird. It was almost like flavor overload. The jam was very tart, very sour, and when you bite into a sweet glazed donut with a burger, that kind of pairs. But what doesn't pair well is sour, like tart. I don't want a tart donut burger. No, thank you. I didn't really like it that much. I would say if you get this burger, get it, ask for it without the jam. I don't know if they can do that or not, but you should try it anyways. Because minus the jam, I think it would be a fantastic slider. I tried each piece individually. The burger tasted good. The cheese sauce tasted good. The bacon tasted good. The donuts were great. Just that jam threw it off. So if you get it, try to get it without the jam. That's all I'm saying. I might try it again. If I do, try it again just without the jam. I'll let you know what my thoughts are. With the jam, it's a no-go. Without it, I would probably say I'd really enjoy it though. And that is our review of the food for HHN 30. Like I said, the event is so interesting this year because of the food. It's almost like it's a mini food festival in and of itself. Like you could come here just to experience the food and not the event because the food is that good and there's so many booths set up around the whole event. I love it. Overall, I really hope that this continues for future HHNs, that they just build on the food festivalness of it. The one thing that I will say though is I wish that they had the lanyards. Every food festival that they do, like Mardi Gras this past year, they had a lanyard system. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should watch our Mardi Gras video. I'll link it up here. But yeah, the lanyards are not here for HHN. I wonder why. I really wish they were here because I would definitely have gotten a lanyard, save you some money. So yeah, kind of sad that that's not here, but overall, I love the event. But guys, if you like the event as well, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps other people just like you find the content that you enjoy watching. So share the parks with people, guys. Hit that like button. If you really like the video, go ahead and subscribe for more HHN content and more theme park content as well. Because guys, we got a lot more planned. Also hit that bell to be notified when those videos do post. But anyways, guys, my name's John. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, the adventure lives on. Peace.